ceremonies begin. We have our wintertime ceremonies. We hold those at that time. In native people's world, dancing and praying. Right. There's always a tribe somewhere.
It's time for Power Hour. Hey, traders, welcome to the stream. Good to see y'all. We had a good day today on the markets, right? 3 of the major index funds hit all-time highs, and the 4th hit its highest level since December, so highs of 2025. So we are just continuing to climb up the wall of worry, and now Bitcoin is playing a little catch-up with equities markets closed, even though we got futures open. So, wow. That rising wedge we were looking at on the spider, we got a massive break to the upside. So it's resolving bullishly right now. We'll see if it's real in the coming days, but fantastic to see. Tesla, our time finally came, man. Google, fresh all-time high. Baba, freaking nuts. So, yeah. Don't even want to talk about some things because it would just get me too emotional right now. So, trying to keep it together, man. So good news, we're at session highs on Bitcoin right now. Very good to know. Very good to see. Highest level we've seen on Bitcoin since late August. We got Ethereum breaking back above key levels. We got Dogecoin kind of going nuts right now. We got a Doge ETF listing, which is, I guess, pretty big. You know, I don't understand why we're ETF and Doge. I mean, it's an inflationary supply. People are just getting crazy. What are they gonna? They're gonna ETF fart coin. They're gonna ETF Pepe coin one day. It's all gonna be ETF'd. People are gonna start amassing and hoarding the Pepe reserves and the fart reserves. So why not Doge first to kick it off? All right. So great to see. You know, some TA respect. 4-hour inverse head and shoulders, and then we were looking at yesterday on stream, locally 1, 2, 3 valleys proportionate to each other. We had identified those, plotted it, and you broke the neckline, you even back tested the neckline as support, and now we're going. So what's up, Anonymous, man?
Please clap.
Thank you, dude.
Hey Mitch, thank you for your education for technicals, being Mark Douglas for us. If you were here during boring times studying with Mitch, should have got paid already. Can we take a look at IRBT Indias? Thank you always, much love.
Thank you, Anon. Yeah, we'll look at iRobot and EOSE. Sure, we'll look at those. Absolutely, man. Thank you. Sorry about the delay. All right. Let's look at. Maybe we can look at Ethereum. Up 2.6%. I know a lot to look at, right? A lot of all-time highs, a lot of really good stuff, but I think this might be it. I think Ethereum, maybe it broke that channel, but we discussed trend analysis, and there really was no evidence of a trend reversal to the downside. You had no data. All you were doing is performing, just flat for 11 days plus 12 days, 2 weeks. And really, you are, I guess, just a local range between 42.55 and 4,500. You got to break 4,500, right? If that's the local range top. So they're going to maybe test that today, tomorrow. And if you do, it's a quick ride to 4,800. And then we could just be ready to roll, man, to 5K plus, maybe the top of this channel again, 5,500. Very strong here. So good to see something go on. You're possibly going for your highest daily candle close since August 28th. So that's 2-week highs on Ethereum. Good to see. It's been awful. So good news. All right. XRP, very good to see. Breaking back above $3. It's a massive event because it's psychological, but it's also an overhead resistance from March 2nd. But now the name of the game is to break the previous discernible swing high, which is looming just a few cents away, around $3.10. Breaking that, it is going to be a pretty smooth ride to 336, 340. So this measured move, I mean, I don't even know if we do that, but this is a massive structure. So 340 would be your target if you're going to measure move anyway.
Appreciate your work. Thanks for the setup on Bidge a while ago. I sold some puts at $90. Looks like I may bank that credit. Smiley face emoji. Cheers.
Don't thank me, dude. You can just thank China. Thank Xi Jinping for massively debasing their currency, turning the money printer on. So Baidu and IQ and JD.com and Baba can just go nuts, man. Don't thank me. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you for the tax-free tip. Thank you, Trump, for that. So XRP going for its highest daily candle close minimum since August 23rd. So very good.
Tosh tipped $25. Hey Mitch, can you please look at FI? Looks to me like a bullish Gartley hitting the PCZ at a key historical support, resistance level dating back to 2024. Trade setup?
Dang, Tosh. Well, make it sound more incentivizing. Yeah, we'll definitely look at it and see what happens. But do we have confirmation? Do we have a type 2 return? Do we have bullish divergence on the type 2 return? Is it all correlating at key levels, right? It is a formula. You know the formula if you've invested in yourself. Well, we will look at it for sure, man. Thank you. All right, so XRP doing stuff, breaking resistance. Quite possibly
Is
could
that
be
join
looking
that
at
look for
336.
$TSLA today? Also, thanks for everything Mitch and what you do for the community. Hope you feel better and that our nation can recover from this.
Thank you, Nick, for the 420. Much love. All right, let's move it to Binance Coin, which is about to put in 45 minutes an all-time high, record close, right up against that 1414 fib extension, right, the major all-time one. Tested that and pulled back, and now about to test it again, and we've never had a close this high. So we have history upon us on BNB, which is the best performer of all crypto, including Bitcoin, in terms of relativity to its previous all-time highs. It's number one in the world. So hype in the chat for BNB. You break 905, dude, there's just nothing there until maybe you're just thinking here, a supply line of this really nice channel up around 980, but $1,000 target, man. That's real. What's up, Poopsie? Thanks, dude.
Kang's man. Thank you for all the education.
Yeah, should not have gone live today. Yeah, hold on one sec. Yeah, one moment, dude. I'm gonna have to improv. This is bad. Yeah, we're just gonna do it like this, man, because it's too bad. It's too much. Huh. So, all-time highs BNB incoming. Solana. Dude, Solana. It's been ripping since it broke out. Whether it was an ascending triangle or rising wedge. I mean, either way. We broke out 2 days ago. Yesterday was a back test with follow-through. And now we're just running, and there's just not much here. You could try to make the argument that maybe the December 11th, 2024 high is there at 227. Okay, well, that's it. But, I mean, really, look, it's kind of like 244 would be on deck from here. So you're just kind of in this area where there's no liquidity, maybe. I mean, it's just not going to be a good area where there's going to be a lot of people with sell orders. So I'm just thinking the target above 216, given enough times, around $260. So, yeah, man, that's it.
But if the spirit of him that raised up Jesus from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Christ from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his spirit that dwelleth in you. Romans 8:11 Ray LCX, coin emoji, coin.
Thanks, Leno. Yeah, we'll look at that for sure. Thanks. All right, so those are your bigger cryptos we've looked at, okay? Let's look at Doge real quick. That is, wow, it's going berserk. And it, dude, below 22 cents was bad, but that one candle, September 7th, I think it was the weekend, really turned things around. That'd have been like, if you were short, you'd stopped out. And now you're running, going for your highest daily candle close since July 22nd, ironically, with the 22 cent level broken, right? So heading to 26.48 cents, that's a big, big resistance support. And really, you know what it is? In actuality, it looks almost like an Adam and Eve double bottom.
Love you, Mitch. Changed over Charlie.
Is that a joint?
Thanks, dude. For the 420. Thank you, man. Yeah, just Adam, the V, and then the higher low, the U. Oops. I mean, that in the end, I guess that's what it turned into. Really hard. It was hard to see, you know, just being below 22 cents. But the V and the U, double bottom. The confirmation's coming. I mean, you're 25 cents. You break this, you're at it. You're confirming this higher low Adam and Eve double bottom. So pretty interesting to see here. Okay. So hype in the chat for some cryptos doing things for sure, man. And we have cryptos up across the board, not on everything, but I do want to kind of spend some time looking at, like, the S&P 500, just incredible to break upward. Wow, just the uptrend continues, right? Positive resolution of the wedge, not negative, and it was obviously all-time highs. And we've got, a target, I guess, at this point, which is going to be $667. That's the major, right? All-time high to the lowest low of the correction. That's always Fibonacci for extensions, and 667, 1414. And then if you're going to talk about overbought threshold of this crazy, respected uptrend, you're looking at a supply line around 677, maybe 672, just moving target. So that's where we're possibly headed at, unless it's a fake out. I mean, they could obviously just fake it out, but again, we're going day by day with this data. And this is the data we currently have. So very nice, man. It wasn't just here, though. Dow Jones even with, oh, man, what was going on yesterday? Doesn't matter. Huge godlike candle breakout, maybe of some consolidation structure, right? You broke out. Incredible. All-time highs, man. So maybe we're beginning price discovery. And your target would be $47,370. And if you look on the futures, top right of your screen right now, top right, the channel, my God, if they didn't respect the crap out of it at the bottom again, I mean, do you think, like, if they're just going to take it to the top of the channel again, you're looking at like $47,000 plus. Very good. So in the end, I guess, the double dragonfly, doji, hammer, back test was the
Dollar
king,
lock in
man.
please gashigasm kappa cool taxi bro salty corn rare pepe glorp party parrot guitar time gauge piano time roxy potato pride flowers turquoise transgender pillow turquoise hot chocolate hourglass purple sand orange face turquoise covering.
Anonymous, thanks for the 20, dude. Sure, we'll look at lock-in again. Okay, I know you requested it maybe yesterday or something. We'll take a gander. So NASDAQ wall of worry. I guess we would just call this the wall of worry channel. Marching higher, fresh all-time highs. Not just intraday, but at the close. And you can clearly see the target zone area, $22,000 plus dollars, right? To hit over sold or overbought in the subtrend. To hit that 1414 fib extension, and you spent a good amount of time. You spent almost a month consolidating at or around the 1272. Now you've broken it, and that bullish wave structure is very real, like bullish deep crab or bearish deep crab stuff, right? SoFlo, thanks so much, dude, for the 2. Like the 886, the higher low, and we looked at this, and then look at that. I mean, the 1618, that's your target up there. That's the only thing that makes sense with these type of criteria of waves. So you got some more upside. 22.3, 22.4, 1618, 19, 190% retrace. That's it. So wow, dude, rip it. So what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Meta playing ball? It looks like Microsoft's gonna start playing ball again. There must have been some news-driven catalyst. Microsoft's up over 2% after hours. So maybe Meta and Microsoft start catching bids. Maybe Nvidia catch some more bids. No, won't take much, I guess. Or maybe it's just Google continues to do its thing. Crazy. And Tesla's helping, but not as much of a market driver as some others. So, okay. IWM, kind of unbelievable, dude. Just rip it. Oh my God. Like you broke out. That was the highest daily candle close since December 4th, highs of 2025, and looks like, I mean, unless it's a fake out, you got a 244 target now. So you have a date with all-time highs. I would just imagine the way the market is running, like I don't know why we're not going to see an all-time high, even if we hit all-time highs and collapse again like we did, in November. They're going to maybe make a fresh all-time high, even if they don't break it, but maybe they do break it. We're just going to be monitoring it. This is incredible. All the index funds doing crazy stuff today, continuing to do crazy stuff because they've been at it, man. There's nothing new about what's happening. More of the same, right? Going into rate cuts soon. Soul breaking. Well, we just looked at it, and it's in pseudo price discovery because there's just not really much there till 260. That's the hard target above 216. That's just it. So. Oh, phenomenal. All right, well, let's look at these Mag 7s, and the best one's gonna be Tesla. I just got to play some Jesus chimes here, dude. Feeling good. I mean, feeling real good, dude. That's the highest daily candle close on Tesla since February 6th. There were no asks today. It was incredible, and it feels so good to just have conviction on something, and then based on the price action, the overall trend, the fact that you're still above supports, the 200 moving average, there was that unfilled gap, but it didn't matter because if you got in earlier at better levels, the gap fill could have been an area to add if you had it. But hey, no need, bro. See it $400, and that's nothing changed, nothing new about that. So. Tesla Bros. If you're a Tesla Bro, you should be a stream watcher, right? I mean, Tesla Bros should be collectively most people in here because we can only scream about it a million times every single day, It was the one on the weekly active trade setup. All right, Apple was up 1.43% today, where you figure, dang, man, guess we're going lower to 220, and then what they did today? Bullish inside bar. Bullish inside bar. You catch faulted tomorrow. You're looking for a 234.50 target gap fill. But yeah, the worst case scenario for sellers and bears would be the inability from sellers to break this bad action magnet move from August 21st, that low of 223.89. To not even test that would be extremely good, because that means, okay, this pattern really isn't that strong. The performance from sellers after the dragon completes isn't great, meaning maybe buyers have full control of this asset still. So you're just hoping to never even test 223.86, and if you do, buyers defend it successfully. So you're not dead yet on Apple. Okay, very good. Google's only up 0.5%, but it doesn't really tell the story about what it's been doing. And another fresh record close, another intraday all-time high, 242.25. And remember, the active trade setup, 3 or 4 targets hit. Target 4 is 248. Not too far. I mean, $8 away. I mean, why not go and hit it for the sake of the setup? Amazing. Great stuff. Microsoft was, oh God, I mean, not really doing anything, and now it was up 2.5. It's only up 1.74% after hours. Some sort of news, I guess. But yeah, just gonna have an open gap tomorrow, and probably will fill nothing burger gap. But you're gonna wonder when eventually the pullback concludes and you start running higher. There's really no edge here. You're paying premium. Maybe above $500, you got an argument. You wouldn't want to own it maybe below 500, but all right. Video was down today, 0.09%. After that really nice gap up, almost 4% yesterday. Intraday hit its highest level since August 28th and did formally fill a gap. What's up, Texas Fart Man? Thank you so much, dude. Holy crap. Really appreciate it, dude. 69 cents right there, too. Wow.
Texas Fartman tipped $100.69. Good evening. Solana.
Dang, dude. I mean, I don't typically have too many alerts set up because, yeah, I mean, we looked at it and maybe it was going higher, something like way higher right now. But, yeah, again, at its highest level we've seen since February 1st. And there's just not much there until way higher. And, we might see a red candle in the coming days, right? That's 5 consecutive positive candles. Got to talk about a bullish and golden candle. Maybe they, pull it back to 216 again, but this is just great stuff. The wall of worry. Bitcoin 115.382 above my head, or my, whatever. I'm trying to turn the webcam back on for a minute. Maybe I can do it. Just try to be empathetic. Been tough day. I mean, it's like one of the best days of the year for my portfolio, but I haven't smiled like one time. So it's been tough. All right. Really tough. So back to these Mag 7s. Thanks again, Texas Fart Man. Really appreciate it. We got a Meta that didn't have a good day today. It was down 0.14% or something. What's up, Ryan?
Ryan tipped $25. Small market cap, but take a look at CTM Centaurus Metals on the ASX. Similar phase as LAC, but with a nickel deposit instead of lithium.
Ryan, I will certainly look at it. You got my word, man. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate the contribution to the stream. Thanks for 25. So you're going to see Meta here. Second worst gainer of the day. But as you can see, like if you're above 736, 740, that's the line in the sand for you. I mean, that just means like you could be investing, an investor of Meta. And if they can keep the price above this level long enough, you have nothing to worry about. They could take this down to 739 tomorrow, 736 tomorrow for a test. And if they successfully hold it and you keep rallying above it, that's it, man. Like, you got an $800+ target, $850 target, if they can keep the price propped up above this old all-time high. That's it. Simple. I mean, and if you got a channel here, you're at the oversold threshold of the uptrend. So it's just like there's a, with this market and this macro, Tesla's gone. You had your chance. Get effed. You had your chance, right? Google, you had your chance. All we can do is present trade setups and post them and ping you and all that stuff. And then here we are in Meta, where it's like, look, man, if you missed the boat or you made money on those, you can take some profit, and maybe this one's up next. It's decent reward to risk from where you are relative to the inflection point and with the upside potential. right? You got Googl now exceeding a 1.414 for the extension. You got Nvidia that hit a 1.414. Microsoft hit a 1.618. Forget Tesla. Amazon hadn't even hit a 1.272 either. So it's mixed, mixed bag of these sevens. They're not all created equal in performance, but you just got to think. Data centers and AI, I mean, isn't Meta like top 2 for all that future stuff? They're building, a data center the size of Manhattan's crazy to think about. So I'm just saying, like, things have run their course, and it's really hard to, like, how do you go long on Nvidia right now? It's really tough because you gapped up, and now you're just sitting there and went in a high. It was low volume, and could be putting in another lower high. And how do you go like long on Microsoft? Well, there's not really a strategy there. It went berserk, and Google, it's all-time highs. One should be taking profit, not like, counting their money because they killed it on a trade. Tesla, you're just in it and you're waiting for 400. But to enter now, it's like, no strategy. So maybe there's closer to a semblance of strategy on Meta more than probably any of the Mag 7 right now. Right now, right? Now, that wasn't the case a couple months ago, but now. And you got Amazon here that really isn't screaming, oh, good opportunity, man. Like, you could be staring in the face of a type 2 return of a bearish bat. I mean, you're below 232.50, which is an overhead resistance. So it's hard to gauge, like, how much upside potential do we have? Well, you might have none. Do you get it? You might have none. And if you do have upside, 232.50 or 242, that could be the extent of your upside potential. With Meta, we understand there is a lot of upside potential. Look, and if they don't even take it to $800, how about a gap fill at $785? Right? Understand like where we are. Like, you're not at an 886 anymore. They broke that thing. You're possibly at a really good spot to have a strategic stop with good upside on like Amazon. So anyway, yeah, it could be a type 2, man. I hope not, but whatever. Unfilled gap right below you too. It's like that could fill maybe tomorrow, in the coming days. But it's all right, whatever. We got to look at, dude, look at this, chat. Unreal. Open Door Technology up 80+%. I'm sorry, it was up at the highs. But oh, lo and behold, where did they run it to today? Like when they broke out $5 within 3 days, right? Ran it to 1073, the swing low from 2020. And that's it. That's where it closed at. It's down like almost 4% after hours, but who cares? At this point, it's just insane. That's a perfect little profit-taking level. I mean, if you care about levels, like in before, they just break it and we go up 100% plus again, or 60% tomorrow, and we're at $16. Sure, man, playing the lotto. Maybe they're going to do it, but that was crazy. Real estate development, whatever. Okay. Oh, God. Good Lord. Yeah, and then you got like crazy stuff with Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers up like 30% today. Remember how this started? The M shape, and they broke the key level. They held it, and now just huge ups another 6% after hours. $17.23, $16 was a target area. $17.23. If they break that, mother of God, I don't even know where it goes. I mean, you break this, it's $21 to $23. Yep. I imagine Paramount. Do you think Paramount would catch any positive? Okay, never mind. Did Paramount get bought out or something? Why is Paramount gone? Because that was a great setup. Paramount acquiring Warner Brothers, huh? Then there's no ticker for Paramount. This just happened similarly with something else. God. Anyway, so it was crazy day on the markets. I mean, you had that. Oh, I don't know why I can't find it. I literally, yeah, and it was up 15.55%. It is so insane what they did. This is the most legendary stop loss hunting I've ever seen, possibly. Look what they did to just, it was already there, you know, they took it down right to the last point. They took it to the March 2020 low, like the biggest scammers you could ever dream of. Probably stopped some people out, and then look at it now. Absolutely insane. That was the highest daily candle close on Paramount Skydance Corporation, new ticker, since May of 2023. Insane. And then we got to look at Alibaba. Come on, man. What do you want? I mean, we're just waiting for 164, 168. Let's target 4 of the trade setup. It all started with your favorite Wombo combo, man. The bullish Gartley with the classic accumulation with a spring back test on the third valley. Unbelievable. And now making the highest high, highest price, highest candle close since November of 2021. And you still got some upside. Yeah, and then maybe you pull back pretty violently at 164, 168 because people are going to take profit. You put in, probably fill a couple gaps, you make a higher low, and guess what happens later? You probably run to 205, 211, 230, maybe even 267 if things go crazy. But this is how it starts, man. It's a long time coming. Great to see. Yeah, and Triple D, you know, this trade setup stuff, the patient, you know, it's still... It hasn't gone crazy yet, too crazy. I mean, that candle was nice, you know, from August. It was 30%, and it really hasn't done much since then. But except new data points that would indicate strength, where you still got some more of this consecutive, more than before, higher lows coming in. So
Look forward to the streams every day. Thanks for being here.
what's up, Evan? Thanks so much, dude, for the 5 super chat. Yeah, on Triple D, man, this is like a position trade. This is like something you're holding longer. You're waiting for probably $4 plus. It's a weekly trade setup. I think Scott Carney would be proud of this. It just was so freaking phenomenal, man. All the divergence, the slightly lower low at the harmonic optimum price, but the harmonic optimum price, the 192, happened to be confluent with the just the bottom, right, where historical bottoms have always come in every single time, and they confirmed it. You know, so it's like, oh wow, you're happy about being up 40% on the entry? Oh, just wait, dude. Wait till history truly repeats itself and we see it double again. Yeah, that's for the Triple D believers. Okay. But wait, there's more. There is more, man. It was a crazy day. I'm wondering, you know, like, look at some of these, you know, you had a lot of things were up, man. Like, look at Rocket Labs. I'm wondering, you know, you don't ever know if it's really going to play out, but they super strong, you know, just bull flag. Maybe there was a fake out, but you're broken back out. Wondering is it going to really go again. The plug went nuts. Wow. Oh man, dude. This is really interesting. Okay, so we gotta identify this zone with the tool so you can see it. But look at that inflection zone that goes all the way back to 2011 on plug, PLUG. See that swing low? That ended up becoming a very real level. Where look, it was virtually back tested as support after a spring in 2019 before going to all-time highs, and they even tested it again February, and then it broke. The sellers violated. It was over. But then they recaptured. Look at the high volume signature. That typically things turn around. Trends can reverse on volume like that. And it just so happens after the volume, the high volume recapturing, you're getting a formal back test on low volume. And now you possibly are. You really could. Maybe not, but the data we have right now is starting to look pretty interesting, isn't it? Plug, they tested once. Maybe, just maybe, with this kind of candle, we're testing twice. And you can't tell me 136, like it's an easy level to set up a stop loss, right? You wouldn't want to own this crap below 136, but if it never falls below 136, you never get stopped out. Don't you think your target would probably be 230 and beyond? I mean, this is an interesting stock right here at this level. Something to think about, you know.
Ada looking good. R.I.P. Kirk.
What's up, Crypto V? Thanks for 20, dude. Yeah, it was a beginning stream, a little emotional. I've been kind of emotional on and off since last night. It's kind of crazy. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even think about it. Just, it hurts. Feels bad. Thank you, dude. But we'll look at Cardano too, for sure, man. Or Getty. I know people were freaking out about it. I mean, it's nothing more to freak out about. It just looks good. Like, you're uptrending very well. The uptrend recommenced with the harmonic framework, and now you're just, you know, holding supports here. The demand line, there's demand there. You know, that was the highest daily candle close I think you had since August 18th, and there's just a lot of upside if they can break these little overhead resistances around 1750, 1760. I mean, you got a date maybe with all-time highs again. You know, quantum computing is very strong. Quantum qubits too. I mean, really nice. Highest daily candle close since August 15th. That's a really nice M shape, kind of random, you know, but hey, you can't just write off M shapes because they're in random spots. You can, but it's just, that doesn't mean they can't play out. So very cool to see. It's a really pretty 886 Gartley. Anyway, I mean, a lot of stocks were up, but I know we have requests, and let's look at gold real quick. That, remember, there was a shooting star on the daily painted. I know, like, it didn't catch immediate follow through, but it's still not invalid, really. It's still kind of there, and we'll see if it just completely gets. I mean, people be like, it did get invalidated, you know, because of the candle close above it, engulfed, and then, but I'm thinking, like, until you're taking out that shooting star wick, it is real. So I think it's still, despite anything, for a swing trader or anything, or a sideliner, like, it'd be insane to take long here. Like, it just is. Like, you had your chance, man. We were consolidating for what? 4 months of consolidation, and in the end it started looking pretty good, you know, like this ascending triangle argument started becoming very real of an idea towards the end, and you were only putting in the highest low in human history, August 20th, and you were just running and say, hey man, we're on breakout watch, like, this was all here, and it's like, you want to talk about it now after this? There's no strategy. You're buying at premium levels. It's insane. Anyway, so that's your goal. Okay, cool. It's amazing. We love it. But again, if you're a swing trader looking to make money, right, that's kind of why we're here. We're congregated to look for the framework for optimum risk management, equitable trades. It's just doesn't exist on gold. Okay, let's look at silver real quick, whatever, just for fun. Silver, oh, here we go, man. That was really nice, dude. Silver, multi-year highs, 14-year highs. And still broken that little channel. Kind of spectacular to see. This almost starting to look like some hyper bull flag. Like, you see it sometimes when there's just such a lack of supply. You'll have an impulse, and then you'll just have upsloping consolidation, and it's high and it's tight, and it just is like this. My God, man. Like, I remember back in the older Bitcoin days, you have something like that, and it just breaks out and just gonna run to $44. You just got a feeling almost. The momentum is so strong on silver. So I can't be surprised. Like, again, it's not like an optimum area for a swing trade or anything like that, but it's just super strong. So in before, yeah, 44 is the target anyway. Above $36, given enough time, is a $44 target. And it's been that way for a long time. So good stuff. All right, these requests coming in. Hey, Bitcoin.
Bruh. Look here. Look, listen.
Bitcoin highs of day. I don't really know where we're at on Bitcoin. Like, I don't know why it's stopping here. Like, I think 117 is the only place that really makes sense on it. Like a swing high or something. Let's just run to it real quick because it's at its session highs. Just to, like, you know, like, look left, like, oh, a lot of controversy. Which one? These swing lows? I'm thinking just maybe 117. Oh, by the way, sorry, I didn't look at the daily. I plotted a newer channel. This is just kind of like what we've got going on here. You've got anchor points on the bottom and one on the top. Nice heartline respect, you know. And now we've broken it. We broke it yesterday with that really nice engulfing candle, recapturing a 112 to boot. And if you care about the channel, like the supply line, the overbought threshold of this downtrending channel would be 118.7, which is right around the 100% measured move of the 4-hour inverse head and shoulders. Just real quick, I'll show you again. We did it yesterday, but remember, it's from the lowest point of the structure to the confirmation line or the neckline from the breakout, which we already did. We did that yesterday. Right there, and you target that, and it's 119.5. Oh, I thought it was, never mind. Yeah, 119.5 is 100% measured move. So, but overhead resistance wise, you're probably looking at, you know, like 117. So just something to keep in mind, okay? Plug calls are cheap. I mean, yeah, I'd imagine. All right, so let's take a gander at these requests as Bitcoin makes fresh highs. All right, the first one was a poor, beaten down, and utterly destroyed iRobot. Yeah, where we thought there was a chance.
Can we take a look at Doug? Not G-Dog, sorry.
What's up, Anon? Sure, dude. We'll look at Doug. And then we'll look at Mr. Dink after. And then Mosquito Valentine after that. Thank you, dude. iRobot Corporation. I mean, in the basement, if you wanted to manage risk, I guess, on a terrible name that's been obliterated, you could just, if you wanted to, right? You requested it. So I'm going to do everything I kind of can to help it, you know, but maybe a base of buying could be like right here. You clearly see a swing low, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing low, swing low, a low form of confirmation, a stop loss below that, and I guess just let it ride. The only thing that would probably be equitable right here is a gap fill target of 630, which is kind of crazy. So that's where you, like, if you care about iRobot, all right, well, the technical level to maybe strategize, right? The only one that makes sense to me is $3. Below that, I think you're screwed. I think you might be dead and going way lower. But if you don't, like if they held it once, they held it twice. Locally, they've held it again, right? I mean, I think that would be 650 or 630 from here, okay? iRobot trying to make a comeback and trying to confirm more than before. Right here's the, oh no, this is it, man. Like you're at 177. Well, they rallied this and they're holding this support now, so that's the only way I could look at it. Okay, above $3, I guess you're good for 630, and then you're gonna have to test 655, 716. If you can ever break that, we might be in good shape for way higher, but not until then. That's just your target area, target zone up there. Okay, which is like, oh, almost doubling. Yeah, so that's your iRobot. Thank you, dude. Sorry, I'm scrolling back. EOSE. UOS, not Rose, but EOS Energy. Remember? Not EOS, but EOS. The stonk. Well, things have already turned around on it, man. You're uptrending, you're making higher highs, higher lows consecutively. You just put in your highest high, but then you put in this beautiful shooting star reversal. But then, you know, you had follow through and it played out. But now you're engulfing today. Very strong. I mean, we could probably plot a channel here. Hard to be like, great entry right now. But if you're in this already, you probably have a 1030 target. I don't understand why you wouldn't. Like, if you were in this and you've been in it, you were just waiting on a $10.30 EOSE. That's simple. I mean, I don't need to plot a channel, even though I probably could, you know, like maybe something like that.
TGT
nice
target,
line.
good sir. Just want to hear your take on it.
Target, what's up, Cap into crypto? Thank you for the 25, man. Tax free, let's go. Thanks, dude. Sorry, I'm like emotionally destroyed today. Okay. So yeah, I guess you're above the heart line of this channel. You know, the uptrend conceptualized and overbought threshold would be around $9. And that's as far as I can take it, man. I guess you're really good above 473 to $5. Yeah, that'd be a big cutoff there. But so it's really, there is no like actionable entry. There's no strategic entry right now. But I'm just gonna treat it like you're already in and you've been doing well and you're happy. And it's like, where should I target to the upside? Like $9 maybe for the channel respect, but then eventually there's nothing here till 1030, 1050. That's it on EOS. Thank you, dude. 15.5 still on Bitcoin. Very strong. I mean, no asks so far. Next request would be Baidu. Let's go to Baidu, man. Baidu was incredible. The things that were unfolding on this asset, nothing short of amazing. What you would look for on any asset that exists. That's why we said, we don't care that it's Chinese bullcrap. We don't care. We just care about what is, I mean, when we are identifying swing lows and highs on charts and how it correlates to key levels from history, that is the psychology of buyers and sellers. That's all that matters. So we don't care, oh, it's Baidu, China. You know, they recaptured 85.30, an undeniable level of inflection. They recaptured it, reconfirmed it. There's a little effery, but look, that was perfect springback test behavior. And then you recaptured, and then look at it now. I mean, highest level seen today since October 7th, highest daily close since October 7th. Highs of 2025 on Baidu, running. On deck, you got, it looks like a 115. If you ever break 115, I mean, that's 115 is where people could take profit. They might pull it back. You might go fill some gaps at 102. But again, you're thinking like the trend is reversing, and any low you get, any pullback you get is going to be a substantially higher low than $87. And eventually you're going to get to that hard target of probably 155, 166. So very nice, dude. On Baidu. Oh, that wasn't even a formal request. My bad. Crap. All right, let's go to the next one. FFAI, Faraday, Future, Intelligent, Electric. Wow, what a name, dude. It was like 12.5% today, but not much you can write about it, you know, not much you could say about it. I mean, okay, I get what you may be doing here. Maybe you're springback test. You could. Again, I'm not here to act like some sort of authority on these assets, okay? Like, it's garbage. Like, pretty real garbage, you know, like look at that, the scam. But at the same time of it being a scam, what they have done is real. Like they broke this 157 level, and you know, you've been correcting selling off since the top July 24th, and now they have taken it back down to that level, and they have formally regarded it as support. And you did get a nice bullish engulfing candle today, so, and the 200 moving average is right there as well. So I guess stop loss below 157. If you are, look man, you requested it, you spent $25 to look at this. So it's like, I'm gonna do everything I can to try to give you as much as I can, right? So you are near at a level. You don't really have much of a structure here. You're always looking for local forms of confirmation at supports. Like you can clearly see it, and maybe you have help on the oscillators, but this is the initial test. This is the first one. You're getting a reaction here, and that's the type ones, right, of M shapes, the reaction. You always want confirmation. You want a return. You just want to, you know, more market participants are going to be with you and be signing off on this asset for a more resounding rally on the second local low. You just don't have that yet. But yeah, nice little reaction initially off this formal test from May of 2024. So that's your FFAI.
For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Rom 8 Rip Charlie K.
Thank you, Lino, for the 5, dude. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So an X point could be controversial. It's kind of tough to see, but I guess I can see it. You know, you're talking about the X point, June, right? X, A, B, C, D. Maybe. Then it's type 1 reaction, right? It's the same things. We don't even have to have an M-shaped argument here. We just know, structurally, at swing lows, we always want a second test. So good day today, but all right. It was higher risk, you know, been selling off. It just hit support. Thank you, dude. All right, next one was LCX coin. 3 minutes till the closing, well, not closing bell, but until the daily candle close across the crypto space. LCX, Lena did not specify, so Coinbase, I guess. Yeah, there you go, man. Still there, still good, still great. I mean, LCX, you are trading currently above key inflection zone. You've already completed the M shape. You've already confirmed it. I mean, you're at levels where, okay, someone who wants to play it riskier could have a stop loss just below 13.48 or 13.48 cents. You're trading above the 200 moving average. You're showing maybe more than before here. Like, this is a great level on LCX. I mean, the upside, in my opinion, is minimum. I'm probably going to go with 20 cents here. And then after that would be 27 cents. So, yeah. Look, but in actuality, really what you got going on is like 1 and 2. Like, both of these lows are higher than all these lows. And this was a nice bullish bat pattern. It was glorious. So, like, that's the way you can look at it. You have like major forms of confirmation, and now you're trading above key levels. So there is a lot of upside on LCX, believe it or not. Someone could definitely strategize here, okay? Very nice, Lena. Thanks again, dude. Appreciate you, dude. Brother in Christ. Let's see. Next one was lock-in for Anon. Well, we got local on the 8s though, so lock-in, right? Or are you talking about the stock? See, there is a lock-in stock. No, it's crypto. Crap. Lock-in. Is it lock-in or lock-in? Because there are actually two S coins. Yeah, maybe a Gartley, Tosh, maybe, right? But again, we don't even need that. Like, it's like the X point might be not good. It may not even be a good X point because it's like maybe not the swing low where you would Fibonacci. But again, either way, like, you want a local form of confirmation at support, and you don't have that. You're just initially testing that support. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll just go to lock-in after Bitcoin analysis because we are at highs of day right now, as you can see above my head. 30 seconds to go. We typically at the top of the hour try to go back to Bitcoin, Ethereum, the major cryptos. Okay. 20 seconds. Look at this. Very nice. It's a nice channel, isn't it? Very pretty. Good respect to the heart line. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. All right, Bitcoin has confirmed its highest daily candle close since August 22nd. So highs of September. Very nice.
Bruh.
Ethereum, we have a confirmed breakout. I mean, remember, anything, well, depends on what you think, right? You do have a local range for the month of September that is 4,500 is the top of the range. So that wasn't broken yet. They're going to have to break that. They're going to test that probably today, and hopefully we break it, and it's a quick ride to 4,750, 4,800. But I'm saying I care way more about 4,384. Like, above 4,384, I'm bullish. Like, I'm like, yep, green light on Ethereum to be long above 4,384 if it's real. Because it is the level of all levels, in my opinion. Like, I just don't care. Like, that's my threshold for tolerance of owning Ethereum. You're both, oh, shoot, dude, maybe they formally back tested as support if we're lucky today, but that's it. You're good. The uptrend could resume above this level given enough time, and that's an easy 47 to 4,800 target. So that's where we're at. Very nice. It's almost like a double bottom continuation. The highest low of the uptrend. Very nice, dude. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Solana, highest daily candle close since February. Maybe not. It was January 31st, highest daily candle close since January. I don't know why that didn't play, but it's kind of hilarious that it did not play TTS. I didn't do that. FISO, it just didn't play. Suborder, man. All right, and then BNB, I mean, more Jesus chimes, all-time high, record close, eclipsing the August 22nd former all-time high. We did it, man, but not above that 1414 yet. But if Bitcoin continues, shoot, dude, you got a $1,000 BNB target. This is incredible strength, man. They're not letting it go. Wow. Is this it, chat? It's a vague pronoun, so I don't know, man. Let's get back to these requests. Just want to look at those. I guess
RH won the case against
XRP.
THRSEC. Can you please check the PHEX chart on TradingView out?
Yeah, FISO, thanks to for the 20 euros, mate. So highest daily candle close on XRP since August 23rd, highs September. Nice, and you broke $3, so big breakout. They might back test $3. Maybe they could regard it as support and we hold that psychological level. And then maybe it's time to run to 336. That would be phenomenal. So I'd be all for it, okay? All right. So we look at the big ones. Let's just get to these requests real quick. CTM. No, well, yeah, we looked at Solana for Fartman as soon as he tipped. But yeah, CTM, which is Centaurus Metals, Australian Stock Exchange. Yeah, let's go, man. And all metals, dude, have been doing stuff except this one. Oh, God. What does that tell you, man? We know all those tickers. AEG, CDE, like, they're crazy, man. They have gone parabolic. CTM here, not really giving a great, not giving us great price action, but yeah, I guess you're anything above 25 to 30 cents is good, but you could have been saying that for 20 months. So yeah, they're holding it. If you're above that level, given enough time, yeah, maybe a rally's coming, but I don't know why they can't get it going. Right, clearly the target, if it was ever going to hold, dude, it's so bad though. It can't even, they can't hold prices above the 200 moving average, but then someone's going to come in and be like, but dude, what about the structure? Maybe it is a momentum shifting structure. I'm not like, dude, I'm not an authority figure on these patterns like that. It may be real. So I'm just going to say, if it was this, then okay, but like why it can't break out? They're failing to break it, and now it's like rolling over below the 200, and it's like it doesn't look great locally. So you could just be asking to test 33 cents to 30 cents again, just roll over. But like I just don't understand how, with what we've seen on the real metals market, how this could be so bad, right? And of course, he's probably requesting it because he's like, sir. Perfect. Yeah.
And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28.
Thank you, Leno. Appreciate it, man. So you could be like, dude, type 2 return. Maybe. Like, my God, man, it could be a type 2 return of a mega M shape. But it's like, why? Like, I'm just, yeah, again, all these other M shapes or all these other miners did this like 2 years ago. We were here for it. We identified them. They were setting out. Yeah, so you're down here, man. You're in the basement. This is like where someone could accumulate a position, a very reasonable, small, maybe negligible position. But I would rather be accumulating. If I cared and loved CTM, dude, I know the CEO of CTM. He's a good dude. They got good fundamentals. I've been reading up on them. They got good things coming. I mean, like, if that's the case, this is the level. This is certainly the level to be like taking very small incremental bids on an asset, and that's it. CTM. So thank you. Thank you, Ryan. That's all I can give you, dude, right? It's like, it's there. The party is there. The weekly, probably even more. It's like I can't really tell if there's a type 2 going on, but I just know anything above 25 to 30 cents is good. You got an M shape there. I just don't know how much longer they're going to go sideways, right? If we've been going 20 months of just nothing burger since the pattern completed, it's like, how much longer? Could it go another 10 months? Oh, God. But yeah, you're down there, man. So that's a good request because I can see what you're looking for. I can see you've invested in yourself, you're doing the right thing, and you're asking about an asset that is technically at good levels of value and near at levels that could be strategized optimally for a trading plan. So yeah, that was a good request, Ryan. I really appreciate that, man. Okay. That's right, Cactus. New day. Bitcoin started out up $120 now. It's really nothing burger. We're going to probably sell off. We're going to pump up. We're going to rally, sell off. Oh, God. Asia, initial price action on the new day happens. So, next one was for Crypto B. He wants to see Cardano. That, well, yeah, man. I mean, if you talk about the weekly, you're probably golden, You're probably golden, dude. Daily, yeah, this is kind of interesting here. Okay, we've had this downtrend for 2025 here. Okay, and we've broken back out. What we've also done is confirmed 80. I was surprised. 79.5 cents is a level that goes back to March 2024. It is now being regarded as support. You are now starting to show definitive signs of a trend reversal. Consecutive higher highs and now higher lows. You have 3 now. So you're now on big breakout watch. I mean, to recapture 91 cents equals probably in time 120, 130. Yeah. So looking really good here if you could even believe it. Up against resistance, lots of adversity right here. But if they can break it, man, I mean, I'm just going to be like, the way Bitcoin's kind of looking and Ethereum and BNB's making all-time highs, XRP broke $3. I just can't really be that surprised if Cardano does the thing. If Cardano does break this level and does go to 120, 130, 150, things are turning around. We have now, we couldn't say any of that until maybe early August. Because that was the first, I guess maybe even July. Because we had a higher high than the previous high. And then we had a higher low than the previous low. Now we have a higher high than the previous high. Now we have a higher low than the previous low. Uptrending. More than before. You broke the downtrend supply line, right? I mean, now it's just like overhead resistance just is right there. So they're going to absorb supply here. And yeah, based on, look at this, these lows were put in, then the higher low, then all these lows are higher than this low. There's someone out there that is still accumulating this asset. They're not letting it go to its former lows. So that is, now you're just locally showing more strength. So I think that Cardano's situation is improving considerably, technically. Okay, that's your Cardano request. Thank you so much, Crypto B. Yeah, it's the future, man, but who cares? It's not the future. We know that. I know you're joking, but you know what, dude? It's doing the things we look for. So just don't be surprised. All right, Doug. All right, Bitcoin at highs of day, new day, 115.726. Just not much here, dude. Not really much resistance here on Bitcoin, so it's kind of like, huh?
I have all the time in the world to wait for LAC to break out. Thanks for all you do, Mitch.
Hey, Ron. Thanks so much, dude. Really appreciate it. Yeah, LAC, I mean, I don't know how long it'll take, dude, but it's typical stuff. And when you look back in hindsight and LAC's up 50% from where it is right now, finally, you'll say, man. And then it's up 100%, it's up 200%. So it's retracing 50% from its previous high. You'll be like, oh wow, there really wasn't that much time looking back. You had time to take a long on this thing, even though there was, because it feels like it, because we're in that space-time continuum right now. So thanks, dude, for the 5. Okay. Doug Stonk, I think. Douglas Element Incorporated. Oh wow, great chart, dude. This reminds me of Blade. Dude, wonderful chart, man. Anonymous. You said not G-Dog, but it's got G-Dog vibes where it's like, this is something G-Dog would request. Yeah, like clearly some sort of inverse head and shoulders situation on a significant time scale like the weekly, monthly. But man, there were probably better entry levels. Like, dang, dude, there's a lot of chop. It took forever, too, from August all the way to August 2024 all the way to April of this year for them finally to find their footing at this 160 level. So you had tons of time, but they've now run it up against that 317 level, and now you're just putting in some lower highs here. But overall, I think you're really good here, man. They're just, yeah, like momentum has shifted. They're probably absorbing some supply up here. And once they completely absorb it, it's going to be a bust out. Yeah, dude. Like see all the resistance? It's a zone here. That's what they're doing. They're testing that. So as long as whatever happens on the bottom side, okay, like if you're testing and failing and you begin to sell off again, you're in good shape no matter what. Until you fall below 161, you're like putting in another higher low, which is just more of this. Oh yeah, more of that. So I think you're good no matter what happens on this thing. So great request. Go to the weekly or something. It probably looks even crazier. Look at that, man. It's beautiful. More real estate development? How? I guess interest rates getting cut might do something, but it is really pretty, man. That is beautiful. Let's get some Jesus chimes for a structure like that. Doug Element Incorporated. Wow. What's up, G-Dog? Yeah, man. REITs are a thing. Well, this is just spectacular looking. But, whew. Structures. Okay, so that was it on Doug. Let's go to Target for Captain of Crypto. Just get into these requests, all right? Target, not much to... Oh, dang, dude. I mean, it's still not dead, but it is getting real close to being dead. Real close. I mean, here's your weekly. You still got that potential situation of seller exhaustion. They are just pushing this thing to the limit. Like you're okay above 89 bucks. Okay. So it's been routed. The past 5 weeks, it's been devastated. So what we're hoping for is a local form of confirmation. We're talking about local forms. This is like one test. No one really knows. You get a rally off that. It was a terrible rally. And it's rolling over again. And you're just hoping that buyers come to defend once again. And we start getting positive price action off this major inflection zone. So that's what we're hoping for. Yeah, this is the monthly is where you look at it and you're like, oh, divergence on the MACD histogram. But dude, it's rough, man. You're going for the lowest monthly close since 2019. You're below the 200-month moving average as you were above it a couple months ago. Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. I mean, remember, there are differences in trades, okay? To long this would be, hey, I'm placing my bet on it being an exhaustion trade where sellers are exhausted. There's indication of sellers being exhausted at key levels. Okay, that's your weaker. That's a weaker setup. Momentum shifting setups are there where you put in your initial higher low, but the trend hasn't definitively reversed. And then you can talk about accumulation trades where those are the strongest ones. And sorry, when you're making your lowest low, you only thing you could go off of is an exhaustion trade. And typically on exhaustion trades, you might get short squeezes and big rallies, but typically they're reflexive in nature and they are not that sustainable. So Target. Ugh.
Curious on your $ENVX stake. Thanks for all you do.
What's up, Reeves? Thanks for the 20, dude.
Hey Mitch,
ENVX.
can we take a look at NCTY? NASDAQ.
Oh yeah, we'll look at those for sure. Thank y'all. Yeah, dude, I'm just not. I mean, vibes, target vibes, not great because like think about where we are. Like S&P all-time highs, Dow Jones all-time highs, NASDAQ all-time highs today. Guess what? Russell 2000, highest price, highest close at 2025, and you're looking at Target. What? It's the, a horse race. It's the fattest, dumbest horse. I mean, it's awful. But dude, my dragon, yeah, well, your dragon, super fat, can't fly. No wings on this dragon. It's like Glaurung, but a weak version of Glaurung. It's like Glaurung in the first battle when he was released too early by Morgoth and got destroyed, got wrecked really bad, and had to run back to Angband, if you know the lore of the Silmarillion. That's like Target right now. It's a underdeveloped Glaurung. Anyway. Only real ones will get that. Let's see. Next one was PHEX, which is Philippine. Sorry, dude. Mr. Fiso, you requested PHEX chart on TradingView out. If I can't, how am I supposed to look at it? I can't. So I appreciate the contribution, but maybe you could say something in the chat that would give me guidance on what to do here for your request. Thank you, dude. I'm sorry. Next request was ENVX. Catching up on these requests. Enovix Corporation. Enovix, sorry. Oh, man. What are they doing, man? This monthly is not promising, right? Well, I guess I've been here. Just a bunch of lower highs, nearing a support again. See, the time to maybe take a shot as a trader would be like, you see that? They reconfirmed the springback test, and you got really nice fall through for a trader. But now it's all the way back down, and it's like you gapped down. You were down almost 13%. Just think about that. We just talked about the index funds, all-time highs, Google all-time highs. Oh, my God, Alibaba and Tesla. And it's like, what? How are you down 12.57% today? How? Lowest price seen since like May 30th, and yeah, you're nearing 741 support, but you're now looking, you gotta wait. You want structures to develop at these levels, and you don't have any. You're just, okay, I'm just gonna long a gap down. You could, no one's saying you can't long a gap down. It's just more of a gamble, okay? So if you're long in it, I don't think you want to own it below 740. Just being real. So no structures, so there's not enough to talk about. Reeves, thank you so much for the 20, and sorry it's not great, but heart rate monitor, yeah, but a weak heart rate monitor. Did Fiso say anything? I mean, it's like, if you want to look at Hex coin, you can just say it. You don't have to come out with well, Richard Hart launched another crypto and this is the real Hex, but it's now called something, and it's PHEX, and it's on not even on an exchange. I mean, that's the new one. Give your heart and your soul to Richard Hart again. Okay, NCTY. The Limited American Depository. What? We've been here a long time ago. It's all happened at this 886. There was a split or something. Yeah, all my data got effed. Yeah. I'm just gonna rework this. Yep. If you're wanting to, it's pretty interesting chart. Because, yeah, hey, talk about local structure. Remember, one time and then locally a second time. That's what we're talking about. So, and great correction. It's been really methodical. It almost looks like a man. Look at that. I don't think it's a wedge. It might be a wedge. Let's see. More like channel. Someone could say it's a wedge breakout. Yeah, above 731, that's your level to manage risk, okay? But you're so far removed from it, you know? But dang, dude, if that's not real as F, you know, you've got a confirmation low at a key support. You've got a consolidation structure that was broken out of and now formally tested as support. That's good, man. I mean, you could try to just have a stop below $9, you know. You're like maybe playing the breakout back test. A little riskier, but your upside is there. You got good upside to maybe $12.50 and then maybe $16. This is incredible, actually, in ways. Like if you're just talking about patterns and at levels, that's pretty good, man. And look how nice it was. This was a Class B bullish divergence situation on the RSI and MACD on the daily. That's strong, man. That's good. That's real nice. Worth at least pinging people on. Some decent requests today, man. I'm proud of y'all, for real. T Exhibit, you're making sure I look at it. Okay, let's look at it for you, dudes. Okay, look at this, man. It's never ending. Like, what am I? You know, I look at it, I'm like, oh, which one is it, dude? No, it's that one. Nah, dude, it's really this one. Yeah, this is the real hex, not this one. This is the fake one. You just don't understand. You're so naive to even think that this would be the real one, chat. Unbelievable. But this one, yeah. See, that's all it is with this hex crap. Pulse chain hex, just, okay, which one always? Go ahead, tell us, TA Exhibit. FISO, type in hex, here we are. Which one? FISO. What's up, Ocon? Bitcoin at highs a day, at least 115,842. I'm just waiting patiently for the answer so I can click on one of these.
Bueller, 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 Bueller.
You should leave immediately.
Good.
Marijuana's bad.
All right. You can't say I wasn't here and did everything I could to try to find out. 17 seconds. Well, it's been longer than 17 seconds, dude. First one. Okay. See, I was just trying to respect the contributors. I mean, it's a no trend. It's a range. Try to make sense of this. Little zone there. You're near the bottom. You know, you confirmed a bottom. You've rallied. You put in a higher low. You could be reversing your trend. No one's saying you can't. I mean, it's like, oh wow, it's like every other crypto that exists on Earth. Yes, they're all near bottoms. They're all like, you know, 7/10 of 1 cent to 6/10 of 1 cent, the lowest end of risk of a range. And then the high end, the top of the range is like 2.6 cents. I mean, you probably got a 1.87 cent target from here. Yeah, I mean, anything about, look, the 200 moving average, it looks fine. Like, actually looks okay. Like, they confirmed a bottom. Now they're confirming more than before, kind of. Like, a higher low than these lows. All trading above the bottom of the trading range. So, your upside potential, if things went nuts, like, okay, with a blindfold on and not seeing hex, you know, it's like you got 77% upside from here. You just do. But there are many S coins that look just like this, so it's not really different. 77 to over 100% upside. So it's like 1.9 cents and 2.6 cents would be your targets on your hex to pulse chain, or hex pulse chain on pulse chain to hex. Okay, Solana alert going off, chat. We have new highs. Doing things, man. Solana highest level seen since I think January 31st. February 1st, excuse me. Okay, so you're starting to run here on this one. A lot of the alts are just up a little bit. Nothing crazy on the majors yet. But Bitcoin, here as you can see, highs of day. It's 8:26 p.m. Eastern. Asia is awake. And we're kind of going places. What's up, Koina? Yeah, 36.
Quiener tipped $36.85.
Yeah, thanks.
EGY on the weekly. False bearish break on Valco.
Did you just randomly type in numbers there, dude? Thank you for the specific 36.85. We'll go to it right now. EGY. Oh, Valco Energy. So the knockoff of Valera. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I love it. I love it. See, 354 is your level to strategize. Yeah. They recapture, they reconfirm these levels with confirmation. As you can see, look, so go back further. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Yeah. This one's getting set up for way higher by the looks of it, okay? It's like Valero Jr. because Valero's already done the thing. But as you can see, no one in this room would be arguing with the validity of this level being very, very important. 350 to 364, right? 2004 swing low. Then you had 2007, 2008, 2009.
What if PLTK is better version of TLRY? Weekly much love.
We'll look at it. Thank you, dude. You see a swing high in 2021. It was a swing low at bottom, actually, in 2023 before it rallied. And here we are. Yeah. Valco Energy, man. Like, you're kind of, so you understand, you're a little far removed from the entry. The best optimum entry and strategizing a stop loss, the most upside is 364. And you're at $4 right now. So, I mean, but it, in the end, should be negligible. Because, like, if this really holds, what happens historically? You can see what happens historically. I mean, minimum $6, right? But eventually, $8+ So, yeah, someone out there could just be like, all right, I'm going to take a shot here. I don't even, you could just see they've maybe put in a new bottom. Like, you see this right here? This is all a new base. Like, swing lows, 3 of them, and they're all higher than this low. These 2 lows are higher than the lowest low. And now you have like a new low. And you could literally take a shot like that, you know, and say, all right, be real tight and gamble this thing. 376 stop, super tight. But you know, like, your upside's just crazy. I mean, long term, I mean, maybe $5 could be target 1 because there's a couple times it reverses there. That's not the best entry, okay? It's not. You are too far removed to be able to strategize unless you're just like this. That is a lot of downside, you know. So I'm just thinking about cutting your losses fast and maybe consider the asset. If you get stopped out, you're most likely going to 360, 350. So I would look at it like that. I mean, it could be played like that on EGY. It's beautiful though. More than before. Confirmed a multitude of times. You're breaking the 200-day simple moving average for the first time since October last year. You definitely got an argument here for higher prices. So it's a really good request, Mr. Koina. Very good request. Be 1 and 2 like that. It could be very simple. EGY makes money and pays dividends. Well, there you go. Even better. Even better. And then, dude, if you ever wanted to target 3, 750, still 750, 749. Energy, integrated oil stocks looking good, man. It could be that simple. It really could. I guess I'll just publish it for the sake of education. It's definitely kind of a little riskier because, you know, we always like it being, but you had 3 tests successful already, and now you're putting in another higher low where there's so much demand that the sellers are unable to go test that level again. And that's what you're kind of longing, I guess, is that more than before aspect. Right? They already did the spring back test is what I'm saying. And this swing low is a new data piece maybe, but it could be a little risky. But you have tight stop loss anyway, so. Not your best entry, but still all right.
RSR please, Mitch.
Reserve rights. What's up, Fat? Thank you for the Fat Sammy. We'll look at it. Thank you so much. All right, Bitcoin highs of day again. We're about to closing in on 116. Let's have an alert for it. When we get it, we'll be able to say, hey, 116. Okay. Let's keep it going, man. All right, next request was PLTK. I had a lot of requests today. PLTK. Get my mind off things. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been really bad, man. Like effed up all day. Platika Holding Corporation. Apparently they sell weed. And clearly they're not very good at it. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Crazy divergence on the RSI. Dude, it is just something where it's like, I just look at this and it's so hard to want to get behind it. Like, how do you strategize this? I don't even get it, right? Are you just, what's your reasoning? There's not any evidence of more than before. In fact, there's evidence of less than before, confirmed a bunch of times and marking down now, bear flagging, bearish consolidation at all-time lows. It's just, there's nothing about this that looks good. I hope it goes higher for your sake, but I would just say, nah, ain't on. I cannot sign off. It is too bad right now. It's just so bad. It exceeded the 1618, by the way, of that, even this XABCD. So you might be at harmonic optimum price, and maybe you are showing bullish divergence. Then fine. I mean, stop loss better be at 350. That's, but dude, you're just maybe setting your money on fire. You don't know. Ugh. Thanks, dude. I get it, though. RSR. The Fat Sammy. Reserve rights. Let's go to that one on. Yep. Looking all right to me. Looking like they're confirming a bottom. Like a ton of alts. There's nothing special about RSR. There are a plethora, an unlimited supply of S coins that are doing the same thing, where they've made the M shapes and now they're above or at some levels higher, and they're trying to put in confirmation lows. So anything above 7.5, 7.8 tenths of 1 cent is good for easy 1 cent. If you ever break that 1 cent level, it's almost like you've got ascending triangle behavior. We're making higher lows with like the same highs, or maybe it's more neutral price contraction, you know, higher lows, some lower highs, above the 200 moving average. Easy to say. You don't want to own this below 7.5 tenths of 1 cent. If you were longing this strategically, that's what you were, right? You're longing the one low and then the second low. No one knows. Everyone knows. So you got good upside. So your target's 1 cent, and your target, we'll see, upside potential is like 24% minimum. If they ever broke that level, it's a easy 1.3 cents to 1.6 cents. So, and all these are more than before. There's a bunch of higher lows, and that's the case with a lot of altcoins. So you can just say there's someone out there subtly still more than beforeing this S. Oh my God. We had a bunch of requests, man. That was a ton. I've been live for an hour and 34 minutes, man. I'm exhausted emotionally, dude. It was a great day on the markets. One of the best days of the year.
Let's go, Mitch.
What's up, Anon? Thanks for the 3, dude. Man bun double tap in shambles. Yeah, you see that? He's on fire because he's been wrecked, utterly liquidated. It's terrible. So let's go back to Bitcoin, take a gander. Remember, there's just really nothing here till at least like 117 or something. And if you talk about the channels, like supply line, it's like 119. And then you got 120 is a big, like that is a level to not ignore ever. Like if things start going max threshold of pumps, 120 is the level to be like monitoring the situation, because it's huge, so psychological. I remember at one point back in the day, way back in the day, that was Nvidia's big thing, 120. Once they broke it though, it was freaking gone. It just took like an entire quarter to do that. So we're talking like a decade ago. Doge probably just gonna be on go berserk because of ETF. All right, Bitcoin chat. $116,000 Bitcoin, first time since August 23rd. So
Hype in the chat. Look here. Look, listen.
good old fashioned markup on stream. I like it. No complaints about that. I wonder how high we can go. I mean, I figure we'll probably get some shadows on the bottom end of this candle, but hadn't so far. That's Asia. That's how they do things. So, look, if they took it up today, it'd be like 119, which would be crazy. Great stuff, man. That's right, pump it, Asia. Do your thing. All your fiat purchasing power is collapsing over there in the east as it is in the west. There's no escape from that. All right, well, I'll leave y'all to it. Thank you so much for coming out. I really was having trouble going live today. Like, just like in terms of just, I mean, I shouldn't have gone live, to be real. So once I started getting my stride going, things got a little better. But thank you for coming out, and we'll get through all this really bad stuff going on in the world, but we'll do it together. We'll heal, and we'll be stronger for it. So pump Bitcoin in protest while all the sideliners get destroyed. So I'll be back until next time.
Lock it.
Yeah, we looked at locking already. Respect the T. A.
I have all the time in the world to wait for LAC to break out. Thanks for all you do, Mitch.